Hi, one of the more common problems we see in the clinic is people trying to stand with really good posture, too tall, too straight, sticking their chest out and their shoulders back. So what that might look like is people really arching through their back, their upper back, pulling the shoulder blades back, and we want them to basically bring their rib cage back over their pelvis. So what they often do is stick their chest out, stick the ribs out, pull the shoulders back, thinking they're adopting good posture, but in fact they're overdoing it. So they're standing like this, and we want them to come into a posture like this where their ribs and upper body is over their pelvis. So I'm going to show you some quick exercises to correct that. And the reason why this is important is because strain in the upper back, in the thoracic spine, can lead to problems in the neck, the shoulders, the lower back, and even the legs. So it's important not to put too much pressure on that thoracic spine. I'm going to show you some basic things first with the progression as well. So what you need to do is lie on the floor with a pillow and put your hand in this middle part of your back, just below the shoulder blades. And you might notice there's a gap there when you lie down if you have this particular problem. So what you want to do is focus on putting your hand there and then just drawing the ribs back down into the floor and holding for a few seconds and then releasing. So I'm going to exaggerate the movement so you can see the ribs are sticking out here, and then what we're doing is drawing the ribs back down into the floor nice and slowly and holding for a few seconds. Keep breathing normally if you can, and then releasing. Now this movement might feel very awkward when you're doing it at first if you have this particular problem, but persevere with it. The other thing to note with this movement is you can draw the belly into the spine, which will help, and you might also get some flattening of your lower back, which is also quite good and quite normal with this exercise. So let's do it again. So just drawing the ribs back down to the bed. I'm drawing the belly to the spine as well, and then just holding that for a few seconds and then releasing. Now you might do this about 8 or 10 times in the first session, and try and do this throughout the day at least 2 to 3 times. Now a good progression of this movement, once you've got this right, is to use your arms overhead and try still maintain that flatness in the thoracic spine. So what you're doing is you're drawing the ribs down, you're holding, drawing the belly into the spine, and then you're just raising the arms above your head slowly and trying to control that posture where your ribs are down. So what you don't want to see is this coming up like this. You want to keep the ribs down. So keeping the ribs down as you raise the arms. And that's a progression, and you might do 10 of those as well once you're ready at that point. The next progression would be to do the same thing, drawing the ribs down into the bed and then holding one leg up and then using your arms. And that's a little bit harder. And with this one, you could do, say, 8 or 10 on one leg and then swap to the other side and holding like this. Now once you've mastered that, the next progression would be to hold both legs up at the same time. This is quite a bit harder. Keep your belly towards your spine, keep your lower back flat, keep the ribs down, and then raise the arms up and holding that pressure through onto the floor. So if you have any questions about any of the exercises I've been through, feel free to give us a call at the clinic, or you can comment below and we can engage personally with you. Bye for now.